Hello, this is Maria from Mari's Way of Life. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am in my classroom. I didn't vlog during the day. It is May 4th and a Thursday. And the worst thing that happened to me this morning is thinking that it was a Friday. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you've ever felt that moment, you understand what I'm saying. Here we go. The purpose of me going on and uploading this video is to talk to you about the Mother's Day project that I'm going to do with my students, because I didn't want it to go any longer without doing it. Just in case you're interested, you have time to get the materials. So I will have all the links of the stuff that I bought, and truly all of them are from Amazon. You don't need a lot, and I did not spend more than $30. So that's the approximate price. I might have spent a little more just because I do buy it for my mainstream students. I like to do it when they're here so that they're able to do it as well. And not only that, I know they're going to take it back to their classroom, so I actually buy materials for their whole class so that, you know, they don't feel like they're not included. So that's what is happening. Let me go ahead and get started, because I'm anxious to show you, just because I think that if I don't, I'm not able to start it with my students. Now, before I show it to you, if you are a parent in my classroom, I would like for you to tune out and check this out after Mother's Day. All right, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you. The materials you're going to need is this. I don't have an example for you, and I wish I really did, but I don't. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put on my thumbnail, because I wish I had one, but this is my first year in first grade. The lights just turned off because they're censored. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Now, I want to start by saying I want to thank Mrs. Bird, who I am pushing every single day, maybe not every single day, but every time I see her, to start her YouTube channel. She's awesome with art, and she has a master's degree, and she needs to show us her amazing work. She's just really great in the classroom, and I wish like she would start her channel, because I'll be all over that. All right, anyway, she taught me how to use these and create missions. The students will draw a mission here and paint it as well. And all you need is acrylic paint, and she's the one who taught me you only need like 2 to 3 colors. Have them create something with that. So you don't need to spend a lot on acrylic paint. I think I bought like 2 bottles, so I didn't even have to purchase it this year. So if you do have to invest in that, maybe you're gonna pay a little more, or have, you know, parents donate. I know one year I had parents, I put it on my class dojo, and we did receive a lot of support, so that might be another option. I don't like parents paying specifically for this, just because I feel like they shouldn't be paying for their own gift. But that's just my personal opinion. You know, you do what you have to do. They will love them, and I think they will enjoy them. So this is what she taught me to do. She grabbed one of these, obviously opened it, and then she had printables of all the missions of California, and students would choose which one they wanted to do. It was already printed. They didn't have to draw it. They just went with it. Okay, and once they had that printable, I'm going to show you this. They had a printable like this, then they went ahead and laid it on top of this. But before that, they had a carbon copy. So you see where I'm going with this? So they had this, whatever drawing you wish to do. They had a carbon copy, and you see I actually traced this. This is actually a copy of one of my students' artwork. So they actually created the tulip. They drew it out. Then I put it on top of the carbon copy. And then obviously I used paper, because I didn't want to use one of the canvases or one of these panels. And I laid it like that on top of a blank sheet of paper, and then I traced the student's tulip. And when I removed this, it obviously transferred it to the paper. In this case, we would like it to be transferred to the panel, but they were like, oh my God, they were so excited. The cool thing about this is that I'm not going to give them copies about anything. Now, let me give credit where credit is due. I think it was St. Patrick's Day, and I didn't have an activity at all, and not that I needed to, but I just felt like at the end of the day I wanted to do something, and I just didn't want to do a coloring page, maybe a crown. I wasn't sure. So one of my colleague friends, I called her, I'm like, hey girl, what are you doing? Like, I need help. She's a second grade teacher, and she's like, why don't you do a directed drawing? And I'm like, girl, do you realize that I don't even know how to do stick figures? And she laughs. She's like, no, 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 no. I'm going to send you a link. So she sent me this link, and I want to pull him out because he needs to get some credit. And I don't know what his channel is called. I don't know, you guys. Okay. Oh, here we go. Art for Kids Hub. That's what it is. Art for Kids Hub. And let me go ahead and click on that so I can go to the main page. So if I click there, that is there. That is him and his family. And I'm going to pause that. But he has like how to draw a praying blah, blah, blah. How to draw a construction worker. And he goes step by step. So let me forward just, and sometimes their kids are with him, sometimes they're not. And they draw with him. And he goes step by step, obviously directive drawing. All the way through, and look how cute. And then they go all the way to coloring it and everything. So in saying that, I just went to his page and I searched for Mother's Day drawing or whatever, directed drawing, and he has multiple. One of them being this one. So this is his artwork, and we just did a directed drawing on him. I had students do all four. I think they did a tulip, a rose, mommy with her baby, and then they did a bouquet of flowers. So out of those four, they are going to choose the one they want to do and transfer onto the panel. I don't know if I'm making sense right now. The other thing I did is this was a practice one. So I realized that the canvas was an 8x10. So I went ahead and grabbed copy paper and cut them down to an 8x10 size so that they knew how much space they were working with. So instead of giving them this, I went ahead, and I don't know if you can tell, like, I did an 8x10, so they do have a sheet that is going to fit perfectly onto their 8x10. I got these from Amazon, $19.98 or $95 for 24 of them. So that's what they got. The transfer paper, or the, sorry, carbon copy paper was 100 sheets for $7.99 or $8.99. So if you're just buying those two things and you already own acrylic paint and brushes, like most teachers just own that stuff because we're doing crafts or whatever, then all you need to get is this and you're set. I ordered it yesterday. It's arriving tomorrow. So I have Amazon Prime, and that's just how it works. I am not artistic or anything like that, but I do love to take care of my parents. I always think as more than a teacher, a parent, once it comes down to our customer, and our business is with the parents, and providing that this child will become a productive human being, that it's in the workforce, and that is respectful, responsible, and is safe at all times. So saying that, sorry, but I had to, I think that it's going to turn out to be really cute. So we did this as a whole class. They already have their drawings ready to go tomorrow. I am going to pull them by 6 students. So I'm actually going to pull myself over there. So I'm going to go table by table. I'm going to assign them to different groups, and they'll be really busy trying to do their work while I work with each group. I'm going to go to each group. They're going to do the carbon copy on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I'm going to do the same with the painting, and it's going probably to take the whole day, and I'm going to have to really plan for them to keep busy in their groups and still be productive and learning. But it is going to be a little different for them. So I don't know how, in terms of behavior, it's going to be, just because I do have a lot of behavior and students that cannot handle themselves when things change. So that is what I'm doing. I hope that I kind of explained everything, and because I've gone over it in my head so many times, like maybe I did skip a step, but that is basically what it comes down to. And it is so cute. The missions were just beautiful. I shared this idea with the teacher next door, who is also in first grade. I shared with all my grade level, but I think only the one teacher is doing it. And she said, well, is it going to have a board or anything? And I said, no. And she said, well, you know, they can just do scallops and then little dots inside so that it can have some kind of finishing. And I'm like, that's a great idea. So I think that's what I'm gonna have them do, like draw little scallops. And we're aiming for not a perfect picture, because we want to remember that. If you're a parent, you know, you want to see that what they did. Oh, remember you did that. You know, it's so cool to see that and go back. I mean, even my daughter Camila, like, I see her stuff that she did in kinder and in first, and I'm like, oh, and she's just in third. But anyway, that's what's happening with this. And I'm dividing this project into actually 3 days. So on the one day, they're doing directed drawings, which they did today. And then tomorrow, I really wanted to do the carbon copy, but I don't think they're arriving. If they do arrive before noon, my husband will bring them in. If they don't, then that means I'm going to have to wait until Monday to do the carbon copy. Then on Wednesday, we will be doing the painting, and we'll let them dry. Maybe there will be some, you know, problems and issues that we need to get through, but we have 3 additional days after that. One thing that I did forget to say is, as soon as they transfer with the carbon copy, you do have to trace or allow them to trace it with a permanent marker. And I didn't budget that in just because I own that, and maybe I should have budgeted the whole project, but I don't know. I already own black markers because I've done this activity before, and I use it for many other projects as well in my classroom. And so they trace that before putting acrylic paint on it. It helps them guide where they're going to use the acrylic paint in, and they turn really cute. So I don't know if I'm forgetting anything else. Oh, one more tip. When they are transferring it over, so let's say the drawing is here. I don't want to use the actual tulip because it's not measured right. But when they put it here, I do clip them, and that's another tip from my friend. I just get a binder clip, and then I clip them here so that they don't move. I clip them with the carbon copy. So I just clip it down like that. And the carbon copy is bigger. You may use the carbon copy many times, so you don't have to switch. Actually, I think if you use, I have 6 students per group, and so I am going to, every time they move to, I have them rotate to come to me, I'm going to use the same carbon copy. So you don't have to use all of them. I think last year I used a total of like, I want to say like 7. And that's because some of them got ripped, but they can use them many times. So don't feel like you have to throw it away right away. So then you just clip it there like so. That way they can trace their painting without moving like, oh, Mrs. Hernandez, I moved it. And you can use 4 clips. One thing that my friend did too is she bought like easels so that they can paint on them. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it flat on their desk and they can paint from there. All right. I think that those are all the tips that I can remember. If anything, I will be vlogging the whole project. I just didn't want to start to do it next week when they're doing it, and it'll be a little bit too late. So anyway, I want to share that. I hope that this helped a little bit and gave you ideas. Maybe you come up with your own thing, and if you do, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you did it or if you have something different that you do, because I would love to do something that I actually don't have to spend money on, but that is meaningful for the parents and that they can keep for a while. So I don't know. I just think it is worth it every single moment when you can touch a parent's heart like this. It is just cool. These are the things they're going to remember. These are the times that I remember the most when I was a child, when I created something like this for my parents and we went home and, you know, we were excited. We couldn't wait for Mother's Day and we just gave it to them the day we arrived. You know that moment? Yeah, that's the moment. For me, I celebrate Mother's Day next Friday. So it'll be perfect. That's when they will be taking it home. All right, guys. I've said enough. I don't know what else to share with you because I wish, this is the thing, like I wish I had an actual copy. I am going to check out because I can keep talking, and I wish you could see my desk from an aerial view because it is not good. I've been purging in here, and I will probably come back tomorrow morning to a messy room, and I'll make sure and try and vlog tomorrow so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. For now, I want to go ahead and upload this video so that you have this information with you. Thank you so much for being with me. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you've been with me for a while, thank you so much for your fidelity. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Love you guys. God bless.